Hi, how do you get the absolute best from yourself? And I'm not talking about being an Olympic athlete or an AFL football. I'm talking about just in life, in business, in everyday existence. Well, I've just done a fantastic podcast interview with Nadia from Ayurveda Awareness Centre. So what the hell are you talking about, Ayurveda? Well, this Ayurveda is the science of life, the science of life, the science of optimizing the very best in yourself and your existence between birth and death. How do I optimize this thing we call life? And Ayurveda is a science of life. I think 40,000 years old. Certainly there's 6,000 years of text and study of human beings, different body types, different diets, different what you eat, talking about the elements in terms of fire and earth and air and space. You think it's all mumbo jumbo. I thought it was all mumbo jumbo as well. But what we do know is this thing we call the human body, this shape, it's amazing as it is. But then there's this thing that sits between our ears called the human brain, the relationship between body and mind. We talk about mind over matter, mind having an incredible impact on matter, because matter has an impact on mind as well. Nigel talked about food and mood. The mood you're in when you cook, but also the food you eat and the mood it either puts you in or doesn't, and your body type. There's a whole science to this, which is just fantastic. I'm going to play you a little clip from this interview. And when you're interested in whole of person, whole of business development, whole of person, whole of life development, then touch base with Everyday Empowerment Institute. We're talking about everyday empowerment. Every day, what do you give power to? What do you consciously give power to? Power to thought, power to food, power to phone calls, power to emails, or not? What is it you're doing consciously and unconsciously to optimize this gift called life? This thing we call birth, death, life, in between. Why is it Elon Musk is doing what he's doing? And why is it others are suffering from mental ill health? Now, so there's 1,000 reasons, Leigh. That's the point. There's so many things that can either go right or wrong that you can either consciously do or not do. I mean, if I get up at midday each day and drink alcohol all day and smoke cigarettes, that's going to give me one outcome. If I get up at 4:30 and meditate, or 4:30, meditate, then go swimming and bike riding, and then I'm consciously eating foods that match my body type, that, as Naja said, is it food from the farm or is it food from the factory? There's a difference. Yes, the other day I love those Pringles chips, eating them, watching the football, even having a beer or two, having a beer and a red wine, and then the Pringles chips. Well, I know by next day, I'm not going to feel, and I'm not talking about drinking too much. I'm just talking about the fact you combine high levels of fat, food from the factory, and of course, the beer and the wine, one or another factory as well. Next day, you don't feel well. Versus those meals I have that are high in carrot or food from the farm, and I'm drinking water, I'm feeling completely differently the next day. So being conscious, if I'm going to eat those Pringles, there's going to be a consequence. If I don't go for a swim in the morning, there's going to be a consequence. I don't feel as good. The serotonin, the dopamine, the social connection. Being conscious. What do you give power to? What is it sometimes you need to take power from? That is, I take power from the ocean, going swimming. Power, I get empowered by hanging out with my pod squad friends. I certainly get empowered working with a group of like-minded people who want to grow and take their lives and their business to the next level. If that's you, then touch base. Look, we've had 40 years experience doing this, on national awards, worked all across Asia, having an impact. We know that this science of everyday empowerment and whole of person, whole of business has profound transformational effects. I get a huge kick out of sharing and working with people who want to grow, particularly people who want to actually take this science and share it with others. We say, let's empower the empowerers. Let's give power, let's give tools, let's give technology, let's give operating systems, let's give an ecosystem to those people who want to coach and empower others. Come and join us as a client. Come and join us as a person who wants to be a coach to empower others. Thanks for watching. I'm Leigh Farnell, Everyday Empowerment Institute, where we give you clarity today for growth tomorrow. See you soon.